up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Camping with Keith, Campfire Edition. Yes, it's a beautiful day, so I had to get out and do a little camping. You can sit in the house on a beautiful day like this. Shit, I was able to work outside without my hoodie on, just my t-shirt. Put some more pieces of wood on the fire. The fire going and shit. I always start off with all the kindling. I got so much fucking kindling, it's gonna take a couple hours just to burn that up. And I got a huge pile of big stuff, and I still got this mindset like it's freaking 15 degrees out. I've gotta have enough wood to survive the night. There. Oh, fire gets to burning. Biatch. Bitch ass fire, you better start burning. I'm sick and tired of smelling the smoke. Bitch ass fire, you better get burning. I don't feel like taking a choke from the smoke. Welcome to live edition Camping with Keith. Campfire edition, I guess you want to call it. Had to get out. It's so nice of a day. It's supposed to rain, I think, tomorrow night. So I timed it actually perfectly well. I mean, this spot here, I was here a few weeks ago, and I didn't go look in this one portion behind the shelter, and it looked like I could get some wood from that direction. So I went over there this time, and there was tons of wood. Man, it's gonna be the first night in a while that I haven't I fall asleep maybe in my chair and wake up and I'm not shivering to death. God, it gets so cold when you're sitting out here and it's 18 degrees out. It's like wind chills down to 5 or 6, and you're sitting here a foot from the fire, just trying to keep warm for the night. Those are fun. I like doing that, but it's such a challenge to stay out here when it's that cold. That's why I have a lot of respect for the homeless people that have to live out here when it's 10, 11, 12 degrees out, wind chills below zero, and they're just huddled in their tent trying to keep warm. And so I do feel bad for them. I was homeless for a couple years, and I was able to come out of the hole that I was in, and I'm a better person now than I've ever been as far as like the way I live my life. Had a lot of ups and downs. I mean, we all do at some point in time. When this life isn't a perfect like ride. I mean, we all hit bumps along the way, but how you handle those bumps, that's the key issue. You have to be in control of your life. You just can't let it just spiral out of control. And we all have a fate. It's we're gonna live for so long, and we're gonna die. We all live and die. But fate can be changed if you have the right knowledge of upcoming events. If you change like your decision as far as either participate in that event or something, and you decide, no, I'm not going to do that. So, I kept having recurring nightmares as a kid. I was going to die when I was 25 on a fucking motorcycle, and I love driving motorcycles and riding bikes and shit. I just loved that shit, but I never ever got a motorcycle because I kept having that dream. Just die when I was 25. I thought for sure I was going to die when I was 25. That's why I never ever got a motorcycle. What's up? What's up? Olo es Navarre. I'll just call you 3964. It's a beautiful night. Posted up behind this freaking pizza joint. What's up? What's up? What's up, Missy? Been psych. So how's everybody doing tonight? How was your day? I go live. I'm trying to figure out how I should do it. If I should set the camera up further away, but then I can't see the text or messages that people leave. What's up, Ellie? Give everybody a nice warm welcome to the live. I mean, it's a beautiful night. Yeah, I know it's bad for me. It's one of the worst habits I ever developed. I keep telling myself I want to quit. That's the first step, is wanting to quit. Because if you don't want to quit, you're not gonna. It just sucks because you're like so used to smoking after every certain event. Like, okay, just woke up in the morning. Okay, gotta smoke a cigarette. Okay, just got out of the shower. Gotta smoke a cigarette. You know, just got done eating. Gotta smoke a cigarette. It's like it just gets old. The money too. That's another thing. I don't buy packs of cigarettes. I roll my own. Too expensive. I can't spend $7 a day on fucking cigarettes. That's ridiculous. I used to smoke almost 2 packs a day, a pack and a half at least. But I've cut back actually a lot. I mean, I smoke maybe, I don't even know how many cigarettes I smoke a day, but it might be half a pack, something like that. Maybe 3/4 of a pack. So I have cut back a lot. But I appreciate your concern. It's just a nasty, stinky habit too. It's like I need to wash all the walls in my apartment from smoking. Hell, I've lived there 9 years, and it's like I think I washed the walls one time. It's like, yeah, it's time to do that. I wanted to paint my apartment, but they never gave me the paint like they were supposed to. They kept asking, "Hey, is there anything we can do for you?" I'm like, "Oh, I was thinking about painting my apartment." That fucking light is retarded, man. I don't mean to use that word, but I got an issue with this light. I wonder if there's something wrong with it. Just let it charge there for a minute then. Sorry, y'all. Oh, a little bit better light, I guess. I charged both my flashlights before I left, and this one is on 0. That has me concerned, like there might be something wrong with it. But I mean, it's alright because I got 4 of them, 4 of the same flashlight. Thanks, man. I just got them like, hell, probably a month or so ago, maybe a month and a half. I think I got them. They billed the wrong insurance, and now I'm fighting with them. I don't even spend a fucking $300 and some on my glasses. Fuck that shit. I never would have ever got them glasses if I would have known that it was going to cost that much or out of pocket. So I'm fighting with these fools to bill the right insurance place because I'm not paying. I ain't paying them shit because it was their mistake, not mine. I paid all the extra cash for the transition lenses and the 1-year warranty, or if anything happens to them, if they get broken or something, they'll replace them. My message to the world is to love everybody, even people you hate, man. Just wish them the best in life. Don't ever wish anything bad on anybody. I mean, hell, I'm gonna always believe in karma, so just try to love everybody. Peace, love, happiness, that kind of stuff. Yeah, what's up, man? Whoop whoop. So I'm down to 1 light for the night. This charging. Maybe I forgot to charge that flashlight. I thought for sure I charged both my flashlights. Take it and rip it down off this tarp, but then I have to tie it back up later. I gotta get the fire going more. Man, it's nice out. Holy shit! Today I was out getting all my wood together. I had my t-shirt on. That was nice. I didn't have to bring all the gear like I normally bring out here. I almost felt naked. Hell, I'm used to bringing like a lot of shit to keep warm. And one buddy, he's like, because a lot of people think I'm homeless when they see me walking around with all my shit. They just, I mean, I had people give me money. The one time somebody gave me $50 when I got out here. I was leaving McDonald's and somebody was like, "Hey, come here a minute, buddy." And I'm like, "Oh shit, what's this about?" So I turn around and walk back, and the dude hands me a $50 bill. I looked at him all messed up, and he's like, "Here, man, go get yourself a cup of coffee or something. You know, get yourself a sandwich." And I'm like, "Well, I was trying to tell him I'm not homeless, but he kept cutting me off. He's like, 'No, I don't want to hear nothing. Just keep the money.'" I'm like, "Yeah, but he goes, 'I told you I don't want to hear nothing. Just keep it.'" I'm like, all right, well, thanks, bro. It's like I walked away, and I'm like, shit, I just made $50 going camping. I just wear sweatpants and shit. Sometimes they're holy ones from camping, get sparks and shit on them, and they end up putting a little burn hole in them. I just with my backpack full of shit, and then I got like 2 bags in my. I bring my chair. I want to get a hammock for this summer. Come on, you fucking fire. Whoosh. Yeah, I'm trying to shoot to get a hammock this summer. I'm gonna. I had a hammock I tried out here the first time. It was just this one I got from Walmart. I call it a taco hammock, man. I laid in that fucking thing and it like swallowed me up. But it jammed up my shoulders so bad that I couldn't sleep in it, and it was just a real bad idea. Then I know there's other kinds of hammocks out there that are like flat bottom hammocks, and I think that would work out perfectly for me. So I'm gonna shoot to get something like that this summer. I got people that's been asking me about, hey man, if I shot you some donations and stuff, how do I do that? So I finally went out and got a Cash App. So if somebody wants to donate a few bucks to help with my camping adventures and, you know, get different gear and shit like that, that'd be awesome. I'd be so appreciative and shit if somebody actually did that. I mean, I'm not trying to push the issue. I would never ask anybody for money. But if somebody offered, it's Cash App's Juggalo, the number 4LIFE247. Everybody I know has got Cash Apps, and I was like, man, if I need to get one just in case, because I mean, I don't have. I think you need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized, and then you can, I think, make money off of YouTube. I fucked up. I was trying to change my name around. I was gonna change my name to, or the name of the channel to Camping with Keith. I changed my name to juggalo4life247 MFKR. And I changed my name twice within like 10 minutes, and they're like, "Oh, you can't change it again until, or 2 weeks is up." So now I gotta fucking change my name back to the way it was, or go with Camping with Keith. I think I'd get more traffic if it was Camping with Keith for sure. Because Juggalo for Life 24/7 doesn't say really shit about me going camping. Most people expect to see some wild goofball making a fool of himself. But I'm just a normal everyday guy. I just like to a little wild sometimes. I got some boom booms I made. I'll light one of those off while I'm on live. I'm hoping it bangs pretty good because I got a feeling it's gonna. It should. I tried something a little different this time. Kind of fucked up because I'm right behind this pizza joint. Yeah, it's like I don't know nothing about that. Just one dude. He had a channel that he had thousands of subscribers, and it was like, oh, I just see, it cracks up how I see people watch YouTube, and these motherfuckers will go on live and make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars every night. But a lot of these people are getting clowned. Like like everybody in their live are fucking trolls, leaving nothing but gay comments and just crazy shit. some of the lives I've been in is just it blows my mind. This dude Ricky, he's like handicapped and shit. He's got a car bed, and he hooks up Alexa to his TV and the car bed, and people will come pay with donations, and it'll say, "Hey Alexa, turn on the car bed." And this electric car will turn on, and it vibrates. He's like, "God damn, shut it off, hey Alexa, honey." So it'll shut off the car bed, and they keep calling, "Hey Alexa, play Ram Ranch" and shit. I don't even know what the hell that's. I've never looked that song up. It don't sound good, but it's some of these lives. I mean, but I just look at it like you're just selling yourself out. You're making yourself look like a complete asshole or idiot. People just gobble that shit up. I hear the frogs. This is the first time I've been out here since last fall. I guess the last time I heard frogs out here. Didn't hear them last time. I wanted to cross this creek and go to my one spot I went out here last time, but the damn water's up too high. It's probably up like 5, 6 inches. I couldn't even see the stone that I normally step on in the middle of the creek to cross, and I was like, man, if I step across and fall in, that water's gonna be cold as hell. My boots are waterproof, but that still don't mean shit when you step in a foot of water. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I tried looking for a couple other spots where I could cross this creek, but there wasn't no way of doing it. I should have found something that I could lay across it, but the water was rushing by too fast. So maybe next time I'll come out here. It has to be like a 3 or 4 day window where there hasn't been any rain to get back to some of these portions of this place I can't camp at. I've heard of coyotes out here a couple times. They yip, 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 yip. You hear like more than one of them too. Last time I was out here, I saw a bunch of deer. And when I first got here, it was pretty cool. I was sitting there in the middle of the woods, and I knew they seen me because they started snorting. And when they snort, they're pissed off, they're upset or something. So I got my phone and got started recording, didn't see shit. And then all of a sudden I looked up and there was one staring at me. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I got my camera out and started recording. I kept going. And every time I did that, that thing would stop and just stare at me and would walk like 2 or 3 feet towards me. It was so curious, but then I started thinking like I was decked out in my camo, and maybe the only thing it seen was my face and maybe my legs because my sweats are like dark colors, so it might have seen my sweats. Maybe it did just see me like clear as day, but there was two of them. They were just kind of like checking me out and eating and just passing through. I love nature when I see shit out here, like the owl when I was camping during the day. I could not believe I seen that owl during the day. I figured they just come out at night. But them crows weren't playing around. They wanted that owl out of there. They were tormenting the shit out of that owl. Yeah, I'll fall asleep in my chair. This one homeless encampment, I was over there fucking around, and they got there's an old like cot. But man, I don't know. The whole place is like a disaster. That cot used to be in this tent. Well, the tent's completely collapsed, and there's shit everywhere. So somebody either went through there and just threw shit everywhere, or their water rose up maybe and flooded it out there for a minute, and then that's why that shit's everywhere like that. But I was looking at that cot. I'm like, man, I can take that back over there where I'm sleeping. And I started thinking, like, man, fuck that. I don't know who the hell was sleeping on that to begin with. And plus, that shit's just trash. I have a cot. I have a nice air mattress. That's what I used to use. I'd sleep in that at night. I never slept in my chair. But then I was leaving that stuff out here. I had a spot where I was leaving a few different camping items, and I'd just grab them when I first got here, and then I had like a little sled I'd load them up onto and tie everything down, and then I'd just drag that sled to wherever I was camping. So I always had my mattress and my cot with me, and it was great. But then somebody stole my air mattress when I left it out here, and I kind of pissed me off. So that's when I took all my gear home. By the damn homeless people that took my fucking shit in that old shelter I had. I'm so used to eating steaks and big ass meals and shit. Man, I'm eating eggs tonight. This sucks. Trying to count pennies. I was like, oh, what would be the cheapest meal? I think the last time I was out here, I had a tinfoil meal. No, I don't think the last time I was out here I had a tinfoil meal because I was camping back. I can't remember what. Oh, I had hamburgers. So I wasn't in the mood for any of that kind of shit. I want a steak, but they're just so expensive right now. I get those on special occasions. I call my insurance company, and if I answer a certain amount of questions and call back every month and do the same thing, they give me like 20 or 30 bucks. The last time I got 30 bucks for just answering dumbass questions. It worked. I went out and got me a steak and steak sauce and shit. I was happy as fuck. That was a really good steak. That was the first steak I've eaten in like probably months. I think the next one I get is probably gonna be a porterhouse. One of my subscribers was mentioning something to me about eating steaks and stuff, and which was the best. My ex told me ribeyes are phenomenal, and I cooked a ribeye out here and seasoned it up the same way I season up my strip steak, but it just didn't taste the same. Like for me, I don't know. I just care. I like the strip steak taste, but if I know with a porterhouse, the one side of the porterhouse is a strip, and then the other side, I don't know what that cut is, but it definitely tastes different. It's more tender, but I don't know what that cut of the meat would be considered. But I think what porterhouses are just a thicker version of a T-bone. I gotta keep adding wood to my fire so it will keep going out. At least the wood's nice and dry. Get it going real quick. Yeah, I've seen quite a few deer out here. Coolest encounter was when it was I was sitting here and I just got here and I was sitting down for a minute. This deer come running into where I was at, and I'm just sitting in the chair and it stops like maybe 8 feet from me. It just like skids to a stop and looks at me and takes off, flipped out. It just freaked out. Turn around, and then it just stops. Like maybe 15 feet from me, just looking at me. I'm like, oh, come here, dude. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm like, shit, I'm sorry. And he just keeps looking at me. And if you move real quick or you move even at all, a lot of times it'll just take off. So the best thing to do is just kind of like, if you're trying to interact with a deer, just kind of like be slow about it. You gotta gain their trust, just like any wild animal. It's real hard to tame a wild animal just because of their fight and flight response. Like my cat, he was an outside cat when I first got him. You could tell he had that. You'd give him food, and he would eat that bowl of food down like it was just fucking would go crazy. Now I'll put the food on the floor and he just looks at me. I'm like, "Well, eat your food, goofball." He just purrs and comes rubbing on me. I'm like, "Go eat your food, dummy." So I'll go eat his treats and shit. The cats are trained. If they hear me say the word treat, they freak out. I mean, I gotta watch it. And now they're learning when I spell it. I'm like, oh, you guys ready for your TREATS? And then they just look at me with these wide eyes. I'm like, damn it, now they're understanding how to spell. My black cat, I'm surprised he's still hanging in there. Poor guy. His hips are bad, man. He's like bow-legged in the back. I've never ever seen a cat like that. Probably hip dysplasia or some shit. He's drinking a lot of water and urinating a lot, and that's a sign of kidney issues. So lost a lot of weight, but he's eating 2 things of Shiva every day. Comes in like a little side-by-side package. I give him one side in the morning and one side at night. He's eating all that. And he's coming to me maybe 5 times a day wanting treats. These temptation treats. And I'll give him like 10 or 11 of those. But as much as he's coming to me eating that shit, I would think he'd be as fat as my other cat. Because my other cat is a fucking tank. Probably 20 pounds, if not more. He's a horse. The vet said that he's probably got bobcat in him. And I was like, how can you tell he's got bobcat? They said by his paws, his facial features. He's got really cool markings. He's part brown tabby, part what if he's bobcat. I would just think he'd have a short tail if he was part bobcat. Yeah, see, every time you go live, Mr. Kevin, I always miss it. I gotta look and make sure I got all the notifications on like I should. And I was gonna say, every time you go live, I never even know you go live until after the fact. Oh, I love hearing the crickets and the frogs chirping. Ribbit, ribbit. What the fuck was that? Oh, it must be over at the pizza joint. Probably threw something in the dumpster. Free pizza! I don't know what time they close, but I'm seriously thinking about going over there and seeing if they got pizza in the dumpster. Go in there and ask them if they have any extras, because extras, shit that somebody didn't pick up, a fucked up pizza, it's missing a piece, something's wrong with it. And nobody's gonna take it. And if they got that sitting there, if you ask them if they got extras, a lot. From what I understand, they'll give you that shit. Especially if you tell them like, I'm gonna take this and give it out to the homeless. It's just so nice out here. I don't hear my neighbors fucking walking around and dragging furniture around and dropping shit all fucking night long. See, I don't mind if they stay up all night and they leave. And they leave it like, because sometimes they'll leave at like 12:30, 1 o'clock at night, and then I won't even hear them come home. And that's the way I like it. I don't want to have to be woke up every time my neighbors fucking come home. But they went out the other night, and I was like, oh, thank God. And I was able to fall asleep, and I woke up, and I didn't hear them at all wake me up, and that was nice. They are quiet. I'm not going to lie. They are good neighbors. I mean, I couldn't ask for anybody better, I guess, as far as, like, I don't think they'd ever break in my apartment. I don't think they'd ever steal from me. How I had a package delivered, and a dude knocked on my door and says, hey, I seen this sitting outside. I figured I'd bring it up to you. So they're honest too. That's another thing. The last people I had living there, they were fucking thieves. They were raging alcoholics. There's a difference if you want to sit there and drink a beer or do a few shots or some shit. You keep your shit together. But if you fucking drink, you turn into a menace after you drink a few beers. You turn into an obnoxious fucking asshole. That's the shit I don't like. Because they always say asshole or instant asshole just at alcohol, something like that. I think it's been probably close to 11 years since I've drank any beer or anything. I think about it from time to time. I think that I might have more fun out here if I was drinking. But then I get used to drinking and I want to drink like every day. It's like, hell, I remember when I was drinking vodka every day for a while. It was just an after work thing, and then it got turned into an everyday thing. And the one day I didn't want to drink it. I went down the road to get gas. I went to hand the guy the money, and the fucking hand was shaking. I was like, what the hell? And he looked at me funny, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. And I'm like, that's got to be from not drinking today. And it's like, oh shit, I'm not drinking no more. So did drink again for a while. I've had fun drinking. I ain't gonna lie. I think if we all drink out, anybody that's drank alcohol has had a good time at one point in time or another. But Just it kind of depends on what you drink. I liked whiskey, but man, that shit'll make me sick. Every time I just take one shot of whiskey, and I threw up so many times off that shit. The smell, that one shot will just push me over the limit. I'll just start ralphing. You're good. Let my fire almost go out. Man, I got so much kindling still. God damn. I might actually save some of this kindling this time. I smoke bud. That's about the only thing I do. But I got my medical marijuana card for that. That's about the only thing I do. And that's pretty tame compared to other shit that's out there. Now, I've came out here and got fucked up and had fun. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, shit, there's been a few times I've kind of let loose and had some fun, but I've never got to the point where I'm just annihilated. I can't walk, that kind of shit. I've never got like that out here. I feel like I gotta kind of be on my toes when you're camping like this because anything could happen. Somebody could come walking up on you, cops could show up, that kind of shit. So I somewhat keep my shit together. I at least try to. I'm still waiting on that perfect moment where a hot hippie chick or juggalette comes walking out of the woods like, hey, what's up, Mr. Handsome? You just the man I was looking for. Now, I found a homeless chick out here in the woods over the winter, and I thought for sure I'd be able to talk to her and maybe hang out with her, but you could just tell she didn't want nothing to do with people. She just wanted to be left alone. And I respect that. I mean, I don't know what your mental state is and shit like that, or, I don't know what your life is, so I'm not going to intrude. I just thought maybe somebody had died in the tent. I had never seen any action, no footprints in the snow, no nothing, so I figured there wasn't even anybody in there or somebody was dead, and I opened the door and there's like 3 candles lit, and I'm like, oh fuck, and there was nobody in it. I'm like, oh shit, I closed it and I walked away and left, and I seen some chick walk in that direction. And I said, hey, wait a minute, and I walked over to her and I was like, hey, I didn't mean to scare you or intrude, but I thought maybe somebody died. I just did like a little welfare check, make sure somebody wasn't like hurt or in dire straits and needed help. I told her I opened up the door and closed it. She's like, oh, that's cool, I appreciate you, you know, peeking in to make sure I'm okay. And I was like, yeah, if you want to come out here, I'll stop by and see if you need anything. She's like, no, I'm good. I was like, oh, that's cool then. I mean, intrude or bug you, so rock on, rock on. Yeah, I've been single for a minute. Last girl I was with, I mean, it was a long relationship for sure. I thought we'd be together forever and shit, but I guess sometimes you can't control how the future turns out. So I just like feel like I'm just waiting for that right moment when somebody just comes falling into my lap, because that's usually how it happens. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, I got a girlfriend now. It's like, holy shit, out of nowhere. So hopefully this year or something I'll get a girl. I'm ready to. I start looking back on regrets in life, and I think I regret not having a kid. I never pictured myself like the daddy type, but yeah, I kind of regret not having kids. I don't know. I think it would be cool to have a kid to teach him the ropes and the ins and outs of life, and teach him how about consequences and responsibilities. And oh, what the hell was that? Get off my chair, you cocksucker! You ain't burn a hole in my chair. But yeah, that's like kind of one of my regrets. Like I said, not having a kid, but can't control, yeah, destiny, I guess. But most, a lot of points in time in my life, I wasn't ready to have a kid. I was too busy doing my thing, I guess you want to call it. Well, I think I'm going to get off here and start working on my scupper. My belly's grumbling. The only thing I put in there today was a piece of cheese and two Reese's fucking cereal bars. Oh, and two donuts. Oh, those were so good. I love them cream sticks. But anyway, stop by for the live. I appreciate it. Uh, Once again, if somebody wants to donate, to the camping fund, I guess I would call it. I got a Cash App. I've had a couple questions where people has asked about it, so I figure I'll start reminding people at the end of the video. I'm not, like I said, I'm not spending the whole video. Hey man, you guys gotta hit my Cash App up. Come on, man. You guys are good fans. You guys are good subs. Gotta, come on, just spare a dollar. I hear people that are so fucking the e-beggars, I call them. So you'll never hear me beg for a damn thing from anybody. But if somebody wants to donate to a camping fund, and there's a little memo in the Cash App of what it's for, and just put a little memo in there. It's like, hey man, this is for, get yourself a new cot or a new hammock. I'm sorry, because I am very, very appreciative of kind gestures, and you know, um, I'll always say thank you to anybody that's ever stuck their hand out or offered to help me in any way, shape, or form. I've always appreciated any nice people in my life. They're few and far and hard to find. So, all right, folks. I wish you all well. I hope you guys have a blessed evening. I would usually say stay safe, stay warm, but it's not. No, really, the heating issue is no problem right now. So I'm gonna get off here and work on getting my supper, and I will see you guys in the next live. If you guys need to do a donation or something, a Cash App is juggalo juggalo number 4life 247. So I will see you guys in the next live, the next adventure. I'll post this video probably here in a few days of this adventure. I went on a nice little walk, and it should be a decent video. So I'll see you guys in the next adventure. Love, peace, chicken grease. Peace out.